Alright, so we'll have Twitch chat open here. We'll have our multi-stream chat here, and we'll have the chat window over here.
Alright.
So everything's set to go. Welcome.
What is up, y'all? It's your boy, the good buddy Condor, aka the Cannonball. It's your boy, the Package Age of Steel. And we are back, baby. We are back on our next voice acting session.
That's right. So let me just go ahead and share to my page.
Yeah, gotta spread the word, y'all. Okay, here we go.
I'll also share as myself to my friends. Alright, so then that's all done. We'll close that window. Alright, okay, so we're just going to go ahead and take right off.
Yes, sir.
Open ROM. I hope it doesn't give us any trouble.
I hope so, too. Okay, just give it a wait.
There
we go. Now, okay, we are live, fam. Let's continue.
From day 3 trial. Okay, so we're good. We've saved all of our progress up to now. So, to bring everyone back up to speed who might be watching this after the fact, Turnabout Samurai is about a television star known as
Jack Hammer.
Jack Hammer, a.k.a. the Evil Magistrate, has been murdered on the set of a hot TV show called The Steel Samurai. And the prime suspect is actually the actor who plays his counterpart, the Steel Samurai, a.k.a. Will Powers, who kind of looks like Wolverine and Sabretooth had a love child. But, a lot of topsy-turvy things have happened in this trial, and I don't quite remember the story that led up to it. So this will actually be kind of fun trying to piece everything back together. So, who did it? Let's find out.
Let's do it.
All right. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1.
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy?
Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. She looks even unhappier.
Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
You know we're going through this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix, today.
Yep.
It's that, or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy. All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. No, son. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if that producer's going to come out.
The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand.
Sal Manella. Or that director. Oh my God.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude could you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Raffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
I think it's either the producer or one of the bigwigs, but I'm not sure. I don't think. No, I don't think some fall guy did it. I don't know. Let's find out.
Who knows?
Right. He doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Witness testimony. I was at the studios for around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Pretty sure?
I don't think so.
That's about it. Let's pick it apart.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. All right, let's do it. Tear this apart. I was at studios from 9 that morning. Hold it. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day.
Tell us more about that.
Right, during the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. Paused. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it.
Looks like you got a call from Auburn Hills. But...
No idea. Leave a message.
Right.
I wonder though if it's a marketing call or something. I don't know.
Gotta be marketing.
But if it's important to leave a message.
Anyone else?
Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Oh shit. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Hold it. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right, thus the limp. Which, of course, led me missing my lunch. ROFS. Wait a minute. He said he skipped lunch because of a meeting. What? ROFS, rolling on the floor, starving? Hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area.
Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them.
But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough.
Didn't you see anything on his shirt? Phoenix,
Yeah?
doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
It's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila? Huh? What do you mean? When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates on the table. The same kind of plates as in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? Took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4. Hold it. What were you discussing? Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. He's lying there. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? Only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Raffle. Well,
Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Why the heck am I being asked to reset my Apple password?
Uh-oh.
And I have a voicemail. We'll be right back after this brief pause. Yeah, I just did it. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. We are back. Hey,
Back,
there was
baby.
a nasty attempt to hack my iPhone just now.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that was an actual legitimate attempt or some idiot just clicked the wrong thing, but everything's A-okay.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to work. So if they took a break,
Well, if they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 at base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't know about that shit.
don't think it would even be enough time for that. But that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
Go get him.
Alright, let's get him. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. But it was only 15 minutes. That's only 13 in base 12. Hold it. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the trailer. There were 2 plates on the trailer table? Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To
Eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes? That's quite a feat.
Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio One. Hold it. Why is that? It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask. What the hell? Hang on. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. Lol.
Well, Phoenix,
That testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of.
all you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio One at that time.
Oh, great. Is that all? It's only 15 minutes. It's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to
Okay,
say.
so
Let me try this again. I think I pressed
presenting-
the wrong button. Why is that?
Oh, you'll just have to go back there.
That was it. Okay. That literally was it.
Let's try and present some evidence. No, 13 minutes. Yeah, try that.
Alright, well, what evidence then? Path to Glory. Monkey's head. Oh. Let me try this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Huh? It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Oh, Maddie's here.
Hi,
Hi.
Maddie.
What's up, Maddie? Except I'm going to have to go to Facebook because that's where she messaged us from.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time. Here we go. Hi, Maddie.
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Careful.
Happy Thursday to you, too.
Happy
Oops,
Thursday.
that didn't go so well. Alright. Let's see. 10:30 p.m. Now, look at this. Why was that found in the employee area? I mean, that's not relevant right now, but man, I should have... Why was this bottle of sleeping pills left?
No, that's not. That's relevant.
I'm gonna try this one, but I'm probably gonna be swinging and a miss. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
Okay, you gotta be careful.
Gotta try to figure this out. So it's just not time to eat a T-bone steak.
Well, Phoenix,
That testimony is too short to wring any kind of useful information out of.
all you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio One at that time.
Oh, great. Is that all? Oh, we'll try this. Took a break. What time exactly... Okay, that's what we should have done. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so till 2:45.
That's like the time of the murder, isn't it?
2:30! That's the time of death! So he could have gone to Studio One, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Let me try this. Nope, that's a failure. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Powers, I don't say anything contradictory.
Really?
Objection overruled.
God damn it. Whoops, that didn't go so well.
Like me to look it up for you, or?
Now, you might have to consult the Book of Armaments on that one. Let me press that one. Why is that?
Objection!
Haven't we had an... yep.
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony at this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One?
Well, Mr. Wright,
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One?
I claim it, and claim it loud. But now, hold on. He said, so somebody could have done it. It wasn't him because he was eating a steak. Had to have been the producer. But then, okay.
Yeah.
I claim it. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
All right, got the judge thinking now.
Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright.
What's your point, Edgeworth?
You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record.
The court record?
Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path.
Whoa, you're right!
True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way.
Yep, that's right. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? I'm afraid you lose this round.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand.
What? It's over?
Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, none other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Oh boy.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Oh boy.
I only got one thing left. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi...
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's gonna happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, I guarantee it. leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all. You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
All right. Let's do it.
Trial day 3, right?
Yep, October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his oral questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice.
What are you looking at?
The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand.
All right.
Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on?
Oh, right. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Will the witness state his name and grade at school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up to me, you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness, Cody,
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
you were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please, tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth,
I prefer a bearded gentleman myself.
A very long day.
Mr. Edgeworth will be fine.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw of the day of the incident.
Here we go.
Yep.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took it down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Alright. Wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal? Just keep skipping it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could press everything.
Not yet.
No.
I don't think so.
Found a map on the internet, went to the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Let's press this one. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio.
Yeah.
Alright. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio?
I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. Alright, let's see here. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. Guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy.
Really?
Came out? What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall. Skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He's kind of far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took it down. Pow!
I don't know.
Can't present anything right now.
No, not yet.
What if we presented the spear? We got one
No, I don't
back
think
tick
so.
left, though.
I don't think so.
What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor! Yes, I suppose it was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you.
Okay, so what about the camera?
Let's present it.
Yeah.
Objection!
Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
I don't know. Was I putting on the pressure? Was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection! Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
What a dick. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
Sir, you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
All right, here we go. No need to press him.
But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
I don't know.
Let's try it, just in case. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? Told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? Huh? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next?
And then the bad guy stopped moving.
Press him.
Oh, okay, he looked it up. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. This is something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this?
Press him harder.
Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection! What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of a murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order, order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight?
He's probably trying to grab his camera.
I know you. You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
He's watching some good. No, all right.
He was.
I'm gonna think he was watching something else.
I say he couldn't watch it.
He couldn't watch.
Show evidence.
Show evidence, huh?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look...
Why did Cody look away from the fight? I'm pretty sure it's his camera.
Gotta be the camera.
It's gotta be. Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received a camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. It means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Maybe you did.
No photo?
Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Anything strange in the testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's right.
Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain.
I think so.
I'll press him.
Okay.
So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So I held up my camera to take a picture.
Wait a second now.
Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. Trying to take a picture, I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. Press him? I'll do it. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep, I'm pressing here. That's all? Yeah, I told you, didn't I? Didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one?
Press him
hard. Nah, I definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great! Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Present something. What do you think? What about that book?
The book here?
Yeah, that book.
Objection!
Cody? What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Whiz-am! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Ding, ding, ding.
Got him.
Got him. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah!
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Order? Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. No! Wait! No way!
Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually...
Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Don't tell me the kid did it!
No, I don't think so.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
The Steel Samurai didn't win.
Was it?
I don't think he won. He didn't win. Yeah, I don't think the Steel Samurai won, so try that.
I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone! Ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth.
Order! I will have order! Witness, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Oh, man.
I got you now.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay! You're right! The Steel Samurai fell down! Then he didn't move! Oh, no!
Order!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim!
Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell!
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
An error? What's this all about?
Hammer was
Wait a minute now, hold it. The Steel Samurai was the victim.
The Steel Samurai was the victim.
Okay. But Let's see what happens.
Yeah. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Aha.
Oh my gosh.
See that?
Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
See.
Yep, that's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Ms. Oldback said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the car station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the car station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. What the heck did he do that for?
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know. I get it.
Huh?
I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh, me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What?
Show us, quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
No.
Here, this is it.
Aha.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
Sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix!
Mia, what?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
What is it?
Well,
Find the inconsistency in the photo.
all right, well, let's see.
Where is it?
Isn't that
Is it
two
the
over
spear?
here?
What?
Look,
No, it's the
look.
door. It's two.
Yeah, he was headed for Studio 2, wasn't he?
Your Honor, look at this.
I see a gate.
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number? Oh, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible!
Huh? Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of that crime.
The judge when the murder took place.
It took place in Studio 2.
Yeah.
Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer was there.
Yeah, the trailer is there.
As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Ms. D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Wow.
Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Ms. Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection! This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. You got proof.
I have proof.
You do?
Do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume.
The sleeping pills, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. That could be it.
This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Huh?
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea.
Fingerprint.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge.
Well?
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Ms. Oldbag may have been the victim Jack Hammer.
Adam Fry!
Hey!
Nice, thanks for the like.
The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers.
As you say, Your Honor.
This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
Wow, there's more?
Uh-huh.
My lord.
Very well, court is adjourned.
Good lord. We've been at this for an hour almost. October 19th, 2:47 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew. That was a close one.
We were safe by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too. Dead? Of course, we're kidding. Are you sure?
Well, I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right. Thanks. I think I know who it is.
Continued. It's got to be either the producer, the director, or one of the bigwigs, or somebody we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So somebody was at. Oh, yeah. Yes, let's save it. We're going to last. Wow. So what about this, guys?
Yeah.
October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry. I missed it.
Yeah? Maya.
So, what happened?
Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof.
Wow. Good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste.
I'd say we move to the detention.
We'll talk.
Talk. Yeah, go ahead and talk.
I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out. Now, who had the spear? Because that's what killed him, right?
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh?
Which means that the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable?
Something's bothering me, though.
What's bothering you?
Keep going first.
Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia's here, so no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go to talk to WP.
WP. Powers. Right.
Alright, well,
Let's move.
but yeah, something's bothering me about Studio 2.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a gate thing?
Yeah, there was.
With pointy things that looked like a spear?
I guess. October 19th. Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really worked around him in there.
You could stop looking so vulnerable too.
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. Well, there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter.
Let's talk to
Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Ms. Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios is on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
And what?
nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Just keep going.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows his name is Sal Manella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that.
I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping.
Mom asked how are you feeling today?
Well, I'll tell her that I'm feeling great. Go ahead and do that for me.
Sure.
Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped talking on big roles.
He stopped taking on big roles.
That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago.
Let's see. Why don't we get to the main gate?
Alright. This broad again.
this
October
old man.
19th, Global Studios, main gate.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think your guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive.
Talk
to her.
Oh my god. Vasquez. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, but she always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
You not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Getting suspicious.
Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
So, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powder's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Now what?
What do we got at the employee area?
October 19th, Global Studios, employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any of the clues lying around.
Yeah! No touching!
Eek!
What's up, Jenny?
Jenny!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean it. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I could be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Now, anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
Talk to him. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Alright. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright.
Mom asks how it worked.
Work was good. Just wanted to say hi. We missed you guys. Can't stay long. I'm cooking dinner. Meatball sliders for all four of us. Ooh, sounds tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me like these other people.
Yeah, okay.
All right, here we go. So, what the heck? So there were sleeping pills on the plate. Looks like it.
Stake plate added to the court record. Keep talking.
How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
Yeah.
Trust me, I do, Sir Pasty. Indeed, I'm a pretty good cook. I'm sure you are, Prosecutor Edgeworth. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Found a bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on that bottle.
Yep, we will keep being awesome.
Yep.
Absolutely. So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. So what the heck did he do that for, though?
Why? Fair enough. Dressing room. What's in the dressing room?
Let me see. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Alright. Oh.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for what you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No!
The heck?
Mr. Hammer.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought you went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, it's Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hole on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using a new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming.
Oh.
After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too.
Film set. Was that trailer part of the film set then?
I told you.
What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Studio policy.
Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. Find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
That book. What about that book?
And this is...
A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Now, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen if his career of work got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldback. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk.
Alright, well, looks like we're going back to the main gate.
All right.
What? You're still sneaking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me?
The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer!
She's starting to froth in the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
Alright, talk to her again. We have a new topic.
I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols.
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Oh, whippersnappers. Imagine I'm tearing up someone's past like that, and the recently departed know that. I suppose you think this is fun.
No, I'm not just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
You look like that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. Do I have proof?
Yes, I think you do.
Well, sure I do. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. It's probably that sleeping bag.
How about the steak plate?
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So.
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes.
Except I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in.
Hence the bottle.
This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
This Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
Huh? A photograph?
Oh, see those?
Yep, there it is. Wait a second. This is the pic. That's Oldbag.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence.
That's why it was bent. But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand.
See that? I told you there was something screwy about that trailer. Now, let's see.
We're going to go to Studio 2 and look at that again.
Yes.
October 19th, Studio 1 entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2.
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer.
I'm going to Studio 2. And there's Vasquez. Studio 2 entrance.
Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hey, H-E-L-L-O. H-E-L-L-O.
Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently.
Present something.
No, I'm gonna look at the fence again. See how that's bent?
Yeah.
There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. You're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now you know how dangerous that fence is.
I'm gonna present. So can I present the photograph?
Yeah, try it.
She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Get him in.
All right.
Get to the bottom of this.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. I'm a blackmailer now?
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place to start.
Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause. You pressured him, and to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. Accident. How are you so sure? Huh. What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Huh? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. You know, fool. Of course all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys? Who are they? Professionals? They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? Trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. Shame you'll have to miss it. Huh? Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No!
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
Oh, yeah.
A bit. Very well. Appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. My God. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Now mention it, pal. It's doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... Hey, Alex with the like.
Hey, Alex.
Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Alright, so we already know. Okay. So what's going on here?
Well,
Let's finish this.
yeah.
Hold
Buckle
on.
up, boneheads.
Because we're going for a ride.
Oh, 8 viewers today. 8 on Facebook, 1 on Twitch. How about that?
Oh wow, we do have an audience.
Yeah.
October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. So guys, did you catch up? So there's a Steel Samurai, Will Powers, that apparently killed his counterpart, the evil magistrate, Mr. Jack Hammer. However, Jack Hammer stole his samurai costume and was actually killed himself at Studio 2 instead of Studio 1. And Dee Vasquez, the producer at Global Studios, is behind it all. But what's going on? Let's find out.
Well, let's see.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss Dee Vasquez to the stand. Miss Dee Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
Dee Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in a trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
The day of the murder.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Found Hammer's body later, and we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van.
Huh?
There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over.
Van entered the courtroom.
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
So we know it's the final battle because they said so. And the trailer a little before noon. You get at 12 sharp. Let's press that statement. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
Objection! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Oh, shit. Well, hang on.
No, I don't think so. Just keep pressing.
And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Huh? Maybe you could try remembering? No.
The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think that it was between those times.
You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Well, alright. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer.
Wait a minute, what kind of steaks?
You have someone who can verify this? Sal. Oh, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence to prove she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she'd said a bit more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being
Being the boss.
the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
Yep, they were T-bone steaks. Yep.
Yeah, but what about the plates?
Was it? Should I use this
Try
one?
that, yeah.
Objection. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What's this there, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need to remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Was there a T-bone steak on that plate? Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak.
Nope, she didn't eat steak.
You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
Meeting the Steel Samurai.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order? Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. I hate doing that voice. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
You could you?
Could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using it as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Huh? Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
Remember the tape?
The tape?
The tape on the spear?
Yes. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was Hammer killed?
Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was this accused Mr. Cameron?
Yes, you can.
Let me try that again.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence could sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon, then.
The 5-year-old photo.
Yes.
Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, the trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. It was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
Well, what? Are you saying...
Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again!
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. But whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at that trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The van. Breaking the meeting.
Breaking the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. The Jack Hammer had been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way.
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
The van.
Using the van. It's all falling. It's like dominoes, dude. It's frickin' dominoes. Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Ms. Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. He probably burned it in that small incinerator. That's why they can't find it. Well, Ms. Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Hold on. He's confessing? So what happens next? Don't question me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Huh? This is weird. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in the battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? 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 Oh my God.
Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts.
Of course. It's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Huh. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. No more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now?
Testify again, Vasquez.
I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. Waste of time. Damn! Damn! Come so far only to fall.
As it seems there are no further questions, would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
God damn it.
I see. Very well.
Objection. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, aren't you seated a point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself? What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? You probably realized she did it too.
But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that...
Edgeworth. After finding the body. And I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes, and I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key. You need to twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
Alright, here we go.
I was with Sal and Oldbag when we found the body. We'll just keep pressing for the fun of it. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. Wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Press hard. Fuck it, press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. No. What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy?
Witness will continue her testimony.
Powers was absent too. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm? Sure. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Ms. Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without a Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at that location. No one noticed he was missing. So, we see Big Philly Dubs Gaming. Buddy! Buddy. So, Big Willie Dubs is in the house.
Yes, he is.
Alright. Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. Silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silent.
Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? I want you to do something to lighten things up.
Security lady Olga was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? He said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, push him.
The detective arrests Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything there I can use. He has to be left out of the proceedings. Hold it. He asked to be left out? Yes, it seems that everyone else is questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. I love the emojis, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
There's no way we could have been involved. Thus they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction
Yeah,
notes.
press her.
Yeah, I don't think she did. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not.
Press harder.
Wait a second! I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? It was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess.
Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue.
Objection! Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One.
Eh? Wow.
Oh,
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I'll stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind.
Remember that photo?
This one here?
Yeah.
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers! What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Huh? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez.
You saw him.
Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this?
Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness, can you refute this claim?
Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? There's reason it's unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Of course I can prove it. I'm too close to not to give up now.
Yes.
Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder.
That photo again.
The 5-year-old photo?
Yes.
This is my proof.
This is a photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. Huh? I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed him down, no doubt.
However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hannah. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Reveal evidence, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Mrs. Vasquez's motive. It's either it's got to be, well,
She had no motive, right?
well, I don't know. Like, is it what? Path to Glory, Cody's camera. Is that okay? Okay, let's. All right, we're breaking the rule book here. What does it say?
But it has to select reveal evidence, and then she had no motive.
Really? To say she had? It's really saying she had no motive? Is that what it's saying?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Alright. Let's find the other. What about the,
All right. Well, let's nitpick here. Let's see. Sleeping pills, van. I'm gonna try this. This is my proof.
And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer?
I'd say all it proves that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles.
Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time.
Damn it.
Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please.
Miss Wright, I'll ask you again. Please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
try the 5-year-old photo. She had no motive.
She had no. So you want me to really say she had no motive? You want me to actually say this?
So him 11. Of course I can prove. Present the 5-year-old photo. Reveal evidence.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Present Powers' photo. You know that whimper?
Yeah,
that one. Try it.
This is my proof.
And this tells us why?
I'd say it proves he lost his marbles. Okay, you are confusing the ever-loving shit out of me right now.
Alright, well, let's say she had no motive. She had no motive.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Ms. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez.
What?
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 Your Honor, Jackhammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. What the hell? She broke her pipe. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez.
Miss Vasquez.
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Manuel.
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Dewar
Mr. Ham was doing an action scene and...
No, Manuel. Don't touch him.
Don't touch him, Mr. Vasquez.
No. Please don't die. Please. Wow. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. Has there been a murder? Oh, gee. I lose. Again.
Yes, there has been a murder, but... Sheesh.
Wow.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
I thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so it was only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers,
Not
guilty.
guilty! Yay!
That is all. The court is adjourned.
So, wow!
Wow, indeed.
Man, that threw me a curveball.
Yes.
October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. To think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Show evidence.
Oh, really? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
The Powers photo.
This one here?
Yeah.
It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was a Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP.
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more.
They're gonna have to get it out of the incinerator first.
I can't wait to get it back into that sweaty costume, man. Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth!
Huh?
Say something right. I'm not good at small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar!
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings.
What? Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Full disclosure, I saw like a YouTube video about this, and it opened some wacky ass possibilities. I don't get that here though. Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
This is the third episode.
Mr. Wright, is this guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so the curtain closes on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again.
Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. The end!
Yay!
Well, what an invigorating trial, and definitely worth 2 parts.
Yes.
A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout. Goodbyes. Well,
What do you think?
we're gonna cut it right here. It was perfect. It was just long enough, and we can be ready to do this episode in next week, in only a couple days.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, when we return you to voice acting. So, for the Cannonball, Alex Steele.
I am the Package Andrew Steele.
We are the Steele Brothers,
And
and
we
we